While watching Miskiv's livestream with the mysterious unknown woman, I felt a resemblance to one streamer who actually invented using other people for his content. A streamer that literally created the IRL category known as just chatting nowadays, a streamer that was liked by the two-time for his unique content, and the first streamer that got permabanned for something he didn't even do on a livestream. Of course, that's Ice Poseidon. But right now, Paul Denino is completely out of any bigger live streaming spotlight. He's still banned on Twitch and he haven't streamed for 3 months on YouTube, so what the hell happened? Paul's first interaction with streaming outside and doing stuff out of his home was under social eating category, going to places like McDonald's, Wendy's, staying there while completely complying with Twitch's rules during that period. The content was new, unseen, and he was absolutely killing at it. He was a weird, cringe guy that can say so many random stuff in a couple of sentences, basically talking non-stop, and this exactly enforced us the viewers to be tuned into his streams at every single moment.
Hey, what's up, ladies? What are you doing? Getting off the clock? Oh shit. Getting off the clock. Getting off the clock onto this cock. I'm just joking around. Not really. I'm my cock. Yeah, they all saying you sexy. But like they all like 40 though.
40 years old?
They all like 40, especially the ones that put that thing right there.
His fanbase and especially Ice Poseidon loved this new concept, so he continued to stream on a new category that is Pokemon Go, which again did let him to stream outside without breaking any Twitch's rules. Even though he didn't play the game, but he did introduce a new activity to his streams, and that is going after and trying to get women to give him a phone number, which most of the times didn't work.
Take it off? Why?
That's not gonna get you the girls.
Well, I mean, I'm just showing off the iPhone. Trust me, you'll get the girls. I've already got like 5 numbers today. All right, see you later.
Obviously, Twitch did notice the urgency and success of such content. And so in December 2016, they introduced non-gaming IRL category, which meant absolute freedom for Ice and that he can finally fulfill his ideas. But shortly after, Paul got his first big suspension on Twitch. And during that 40-day period, he came up with an idea to move to Cali, basically a place where all content creators and streamers live. And immediately after starting his streams in LA, Ice's streams got bigger, he met more people, and his channel took off. He met some really funny stream characters in LA. Ice came up with new original ideas every other week, and you can finally see full potential of awkward, funny, cringe interactions with the outside world of Paul Denino. And in just 3 months of LA content, Ice Poseidon was crowned as the unofficial king of just chatting.
I really think he was one of the fucking most entertaining IRL streamers out there. Whenever he wasn't an asshole, he was one of the most entertaining IRL streamers out there. And like, he was so good. Like, there's a reason why a lot of people watched him, okay? Like, he was really, really good. He was great at, like, the way he would just have like basically like no reservations about things. He'd just talk to people, he'd engage people, that kind of stuff. It was great, man.
But as his viewer base is getting bigger, it attracted more weirdos. And with Paul leaking his locations constantly, one trend with his streams began circulating.
Who the fuck is that? Yo, is that somebody at my door? I'm gonna fuck. Hold on! Give me a second. Hear that fucking knock? The knock from Satan, dude.
So Ice couldn't really stream in peace anymore because wherever he went, even if he didn't leak stuff, his viewers would eventually find out on which street he is, and basically call up the surrounding businesses, and it led to some serious and dangerous altercations. He was afraid to go live and it gave Ice a massive PTSD. But one of the biggest swatting incidents in the live streaming community that changed Paul's life and career happened when he was streaming before the flight to DreamHack. And even looking back at it now, you can clearly see how naive and inexperienced he truly was.
I don't know, dude. I might be on Terminal 5. I don't know where I am. I'm just on 53A. That's my gate. And I'm not sure telling you guys that is a good idea, but what can you possibly do, right? Maybe I shouldn't enable it.
We broke the news. Phoenix police searching an American Airlines plane at Sky Harbor. Police say an anonymous threat was called in. That threat wound up being not credible.
Only ABC 15's John Erickson in the terminal with those relieved passengers tonight.
All because I say a joke doesn't mean I expect people to actually, like, no, I was like, oh, my terminal, well, whatever, what could people do, right? Like, it was a fucking joke, dude. Don't pit that shit on me, what the fuck? Don't you pit that shit on me. Okay, so if I'm showing where the fuck I am on live stream, then it's completely fine to swat a fucking plane? You're delusional.
Ice Poseidon got permanently banned from Twitch on April 28, 2017, without any explanation but with the sense that Twitch realized that Paul has become a PR nightmare for them. He moves to YouTube, a platform that has more freedom when it comes to live streaming, and to be honest, his streams yet again become even bigger. He introduced more people, more activities, and the content was pretty good at the very start. He invented the public DTS donations, he started the sleeping streams meta, and most importantly, he began using other people for his content. One stream he books an escort, the next stream he does an UFC event, and the next stream is a Fear Fact challenge. But with his streams growing rapidly, it's attracting more and more weirdos both on stream and in his viewer base. And it looked like that the swatting problem only intensified on YouTube. The consistency and times he got swatted was actually crazy. It almost seemed it's happening every single week. So he shifted towards other people being featured on his streams. So guys like Hampton Brandon, EBZ, Sam Pepper, Asian Andy, Burger Planet was slowly sucked into the Nino's daily live shows. And he didn't really need to try stream himself. He could close 3 people inside the room for $1,000 and let the stream roll. But the absolute peak and maybe even downhill of his content was the RV trip. It was a great idea content-wise. You had cameras everywhere, every single one of them were live streamed for straight 24 hours. But the dark, twisted side of Ice began showcasing. Oshibe was their 12th day on the road as they stayed in a Texas resort. With the surprise and a twist, Ice's at that time girlfriend Caroline also traveled to Texas with her friend K Bubbles. Some things happened and Ice Poseidon managed to sleep with K Bubbles. He spent his whole day with K Bubbles, streaming and chilling while Caroline was inside her room. And this right here was an example of a beginning of the constant drama, fighting, and even depressing content that followed after this.
Always alone. What do you mean I don't leave you alone? I'm always alone.
Nobody believes you. You're a
What do you
fucking...
mean I was always alone?
You're a fucking... Like, look at you, dude. Like,
The
just fucking
cops
go.
just told Brett who called.
So Ice broke up with Caroline, moved to a 7 million streamer mansion, and continued producing content. Along the way, he came up with the decision to remove his official Reddit, because he simply couldn't control the widespread toxicity and edginess that came towards him. And this was a really poor decision, because all the rejects, degenerates, and losers that were in his old Reddit created another Ice Poseidon 2 Reddit, which was filled with utter hate and a mission to destroy Ice Poseidon, and he can no longer moderate or control it. Also, his streamer mansion got raided by FBI, and he can no longer stream in LA because for doing that he would have needed a filming permission. He admitted on stream by running a Ponzi scheme and it made the spotlight everywhere, though what was the reason behind the FBI raid was never clear. To top that, he made another poor decision. He decided to buy an army truck for $75k and to go on a road doing an RV trip 2.0. But shortly after, he noticed that the army truck is completely unsuitable to be on a road, and this showcased another flaw of Paul Denino, that is, his manager Brent Caskell, better known as simply Scuffed Steve Jobs, a person that used to flex to other streamers that he knows dozens of rich people, and a person who took 20% of Ice's earnings. And no one actually knows what sort of sponsors he provided or what he actually did behind the scenes. Everyone outside of Paul agreed that he's shady as fuck and shouldn't even be around Ice. After coming back from the atrocious army truck trip, he no longer was in the mansion. He did stream both on YouTube and Mixer. Most of his content was traveling abroad in Japan, Italy, and Germany. And it seemed he completely cut ties with all of his previous stream buddies, meaning there was no Mexican Andy, Brent Caskell, or other LA weirdos. And honestly, his Japan streams were well perceived and liked. It was such a fresh flashback of the old days when there was no one disturbing him as he did his own thing, being by himself and his only friend at that moment, the viewers. The Japan streams were really good and the numbers with comments back it up. But this was about 3 years ago. His last streams include gambling, trying to get money on stocks, and also there was this video where he talks about getting unbanned on Twitch.
Everyone on Twitch fucking knows me. Minus like the new like Aiden Ross like side of people, but even I mean Aiden's talked about me a little bit. Even but like the live stream fail side, bro. People can say people can say whatever they want, bro. My first stream back on Twitch would be all over Twitch. If I got unbanned on Twitch, I'd probably make like 200,000 that day. That one day. First day would be really hype and crazy numbers on every statistic imaginable. Then it would go down, right? You know, it would go down. I think I would average, okay, the first day, let's say 70K. I'd probably, after the hype, average like, you know, 10K viewers, 15K. Like I said, I could do fucking literally anything on Twitch and it'd be entertaining.
And it really looks like that nowadays Ice doesn't want to stream on different platforms other than Twitch. His open letter to Twitch where he urges them to unban him was viewed by 2 million people. And I do firmly believe that if Ice comes back to Twitch, it would be an absolute banger. Because when you think of it, his viewers didn't really disappear, because they are still active on Twitch, watching XQC, Greek, Tyler, or Miskiff. He would adapt to the current community really fast, but the real question is, will he ever get unbanned?
sadly, the shit ended up fucking up.